be some part of you inside that still remembers.
All right.
You put the secrets to restoring my soul.
You know what? It's funny. I actually have no idea how this finale two-parter is gonna go, because for those who aren't aware, I've seen the last episode. I did a first, middle, last. That was the first I ever did a Buffy. I did not intend to do any more than that. Here I am. But because of that, I know that he's okay, that he makes it out, and that he's still Angel. At least he's still Angel as opposed to Angela. So like, if I was coming into this naturally, I'd be like, he might die, right? Honestly, the show has kind of shown me enough that I would at this point probably be thinking, okay, they're gonna, because they've shown me a certain level of writing skill and grasp of theme and manipulating the audience and using, what they have and what they've set up to, hit the audience in certain ways and do that really well. So I would be on the side of the fence of they're gonna tease that he's gonna make it out, that he's gonna change back, but for some reason he doesn't quite get there, or he does get there and then he dies. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would think going into this. So I don't know, and I don't even know if he's going to necessarily get changed back to Angel in this two-parter. Maybe. That feels like, considering where I know it's going, probably what's going to happen. But I hope something that I'm not expecting happens. Do you know what I mean? Because there's still quite a lot in between now and that finale. So yeah, we'll see.
I can't hold on to the past.
Yeah. We're going to find out.
Nothing's ever going to bring him back.
Hint, hint.
Here's the thing.
Go on, tell me.
Moments in your life that make you.
Oh.
That set the course of who you're gonna be. They're little, subtle moments.
Seen stuff.
I'll show you what I mean.
Is that Angel, the voice? Because he's changed his voice. He sounds younger, more innocent. It's really good work. Really good voice work.
We'll sneak in and take some of me Father Silver.
Oh.
Eats with his hands, the pig.
Okay, we're doing accents. Hello. Yeah, blonde girl.
Maybe she's lonely.
Oh, that's Dexter's wife. Sorry, I knew I recognized her. Oh, you gotta love her. I do.
Are you certain you're up to the challenge?
There's no challenge I'm not prepared to face. Where are you from?
Around.
Very mysterious.
Everywhere.
Okay.
I've never been anywhere myself.
Not one place.
I could show you.
Could you then?
Things you've never seen.
Sounds exciting.
And frightening.
Show me your world.
Close your eyes.
You know what? She's doing it very nicely. Fair play. Quite loving. Out of all the bites that we've seen, she actually seems quite nice. I'm sure she's not. Wait, sorry, we've seen her before, haven't we? I'm an idiot. Did I just not clock that it was this actor? I think that's what happened. Yep. We have seen her before. Of course we did. Buffy got her, right? This is the thing. Between then and now, I've actually rewatched Dexter, so that'll be why. Not all of it. I'm on season 6. Honestly, it's dropped off a little bit, I'll be honest. It's good. The first 5 seasons, really, okay, it's not important. It's not this. We're on Buffy right now, Tyler. Just stay focused. Again! Oh, yeah.
To get a message to Angel for me. Tell him I'm done waiting. I'm taking the fight to him.
He's got to be coming out, right? No.
Tell myself.
Really?
I'm good.
Of course he's there, okay.
Are you really that anxious to come up against him?
I want it over with.
Fair.
I haven't even started studying for finals yet.
Why didn't you let me die?
On the bright side, it'll all be over soon.
Don't say that.
Yes, my love.
Okay.
It will.
Don't be weird about it, mate. Sweating, it's just too hot for that, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sethy boy's in it. Good. Let's werewolf. Ah, man, can we just time it with a full moon? Do you know what I mean?
Hello?
Jazzy boy!
And he told me we had the best authority in obscure relics.
Exaggerated a little.
What is it?
This is our baby.
Dinosaur?
Construction workers
No.
dug it up outside of town. Don't have a clue what it is.
Great. A prophecy.
You haven't tried to open it.
Open it. Oh, I'll be damned. I figured it was solid.
That's why we got the expert. Oh, please open it. Can we just open it? Do you know what I mean? Just like a little crack.
You won't know until we open it up.
I like how you think, Doug.
Would you wait?
Nah, be fine.
I'm translating the text. It might give us an indication of...
Someone's going to get curious, aren't they? Is it going to be Doug?
You don't want to be surprised?
As a rule, no.
Yes! Oh, Jazzy boy, come on.
But I'm pretty damn curious, though.
Oh, he's opening that. Oh, yeah. Dougie!
Yes, so am I.
Giles, you got to be picking up on this, mate, because he's going to do that.
I'm gonna kill you.
Wow, Cordelia is so into that.
I thought it was riveting. I was a little unclear about some of the themes.
Yes! Grill him!
Do you think you're ready to fight Angel?
I wish people would stop asking me that.
She's wearing red, too. I don't know. Symbolizes love.
Wait, Willow, you really got the teaching bug. Tutoring?
I love it.
Tutoring as well.
Before you go out and fail in the real world. That way you're not falling back. Comes something, you're falling forward.
Okay.
Well, 65% of that was actual compliment.
I think you're being generous, Sander.
Fish hand.
Come, let me come. Let me in.
That's enough of that.
All right, mate, do you want to get closer? Jeez.
Displays of affection are not acceptable in my school.
Of course.
It's a classroom.
Yeah, where they teach lunch.
Really expect Angel to turn up tonight?
No, I don't expect him to. But that's usually when he does.
Yeah, she's on it. Hello. Okay, we're doing flashbacks. I like these. This is what I'm most interested for this episode so far. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, this could get rough. So interesting, actually, that first scene as well with Angel kind of getting seduced, I suppose, by his sire. I don't know, I'm trying to think in the show. It's all been quite aggressive, all been quite violent. It's quite interesting seeing, I don't know, she actually seemed interested in him, right? She very much chose him, it seemed like. And I guess that's typically how that would happen. Because I'm thinking back to, what was it, the guy, Buffy's mate, who wanted to get turned. Obviously, he was trying to force it. He came to Spike and was like, turn me, you know, let's make it happen, all that stuff. Very different experience, right? But that was obviously the human coming and trying to get turned as opposed to the vampire choosing. And I suppose it probably just differs from vampire to vampire. Sorry, this isn't important. I'm just curious, you know? And it's just interesting seeing, yeah, I guess more of that side of the vampire. I think these Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the vampires in this show are very violent, are very monstrous, right? Which is obviously very on purpose. They're meant to be, but it's interesting seeing the seduction side of it, a little bit more of that. And kind of an incarnation or like a version of these vampires that actually, look, they can be seductive. They can be something where you can understand why the human would be like, yes, do that to me, let's go. I found myself looking at Angel, you know, young guy in that situation, even at 25, whatever he's supposed to be, she's promising the world, you know? And she's a very, you know, beautiful woman, offering all of that. Of course you'd say yes in the way that she presented it, and she did it very gently too. It's just interesting. It kind of makes me interested because I feel like I have no idea about the Angel show, but I do feel like that's probably, maybe, I'm guessing, assuming maybe, and I'm ready to be wrong about this, but it feels like there's maybe more going to be a delving into the vampire lore in that show, because obviously it's centered around Angel. Makes me more excited for that, you know, and that kind of storytelling and differentiations in the representation of the vampire, because I think people have said in comments that the vampire is very much supposed to represent things in regards to, you know, growing up, and in regard very specifically contextually to Buffy and the gang, which is fair, and you know that's working and that's good, but it does limit, I suppose, the kind of version of the vampire that you can show if that's what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I guess the idea of the Angel show and the version of the vampires that we saw at the beginning of this episode with how Angel got kind of seduced is something I suppose you can't really fully do in the show if you want to do, I suppose, maybe what Joss is trying to do and have the vampires represent various things, various negative things.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 2 days since my last confession.
Complete accident.
That's not very long. The Lord is very forgiving.
Hey, good on him.
Tell me your sins.
Okay.
Go
on.
I've been seeing again, Father.
Oh, the visions.
And I saw this horrible crash. My mummy said to keep my peace. It didn't mean nothing.
Then it happened.
They had to cave in.
Okay.
Go on.
I know he's interested. Yeah, okay.
My mum says I'm cursed.
Okay.
My seeing things is an affront to the Lord. That only...
Oh, come on, mother. This is the mother that likes lemons, right? Oh, man, I thought we could get on, but no.
I don't want to be an evil thing.
Oh, no. The Lord has a plan for all creatures, even a devil child like you.
Of course.
Yes, you're a spawn of Satan.
Okay. The torturing has started.
I want to be
We all
pure.
do at first.
Ah.
The world doesn't work that way.
Uh-huh.
Help me.
10 Our Fathers and an act of contrition. Does that sound good?
Yes.
God is watching you.
Okay. Hello. Are we back to the present?
Nice walk, pet.
Oh, he's pretending. Okay. Dressed in red as well. Interesting symmetry between Drew and Buffy this episode. In the color they're wearing. Yeah. And I mean, you know, look, I said love, but blood too, right? Could go either way. I'd be interested. I do wonder actually if Drew's going to die.
The moon started whispering to me
Oh, yeah? What you seeing?
all sorts of dreadful things.
Beautiful.
Something coming.
Something terrible. Psst, psst, psst.
Mm-hmm.
At the museum. A tomb.
Okay, what is in it? Doug, get to work! No, he shouldn't. He's gonna die. Do it. Sorry.
No, you ninny. She read it in the morning paper.
I'm all here for the Spike being sassy to Angelus, man.
What's been whispering to me?
Yeah, you gotta imagine that whatever's gonna happen is gonna be Spike is gonna help work against Angelus.
Doesn't make any sense.
Relatable.
It's senseless.
Yeah, wearing black now. Very somber.
Am I ever gonna need chemistry or history or English language? I'm a moron.
Will you stop that?
Oh.
You're not stupid. You've just
Yes.
had a lot on your mind.
Thank you. Oh, mate, well done.
But if you're just gonna give up, then don't waste my time.
All right. Jeez.
Wow. Really are a good teacher.
Oh.
Aww.
Yes. Come on. You got it. Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, tease us. Why not? You dirty show.
Perfect memory of the pencil and...
You had a vision. You saw that.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, this, again, it's more symmetry between her and Drew, isn't there? With the, I know I mentioned it before, but the fact that they both have visions and they are both objects of obsession for Angelus. Angel. Also, by the way, interesting, the representation of the sire, the vampire that turned angel, and how, and we didn't, I'm trying to think about how she was. She was a little bit nastier in the present show when she turned up, but I'm very curious. Angelus, his history, what he's done throughout time seems very unique. It's always been like a big thing's made of it. About what he did, how bloodthirsty he was, how kind of violent and sadistic he was. Very much does kind of imply that he is a cut above the other vampires in regards to those things, the sadistic, the violent, you know, the way he goes about it. And, you know, people have mentioned it in the comments before about, like, where do you think that comes from? And I don't know what my answer is yet. I've seen very little of the show to kind of judge that, but I'm starting to question more about what does differentiate how they are or how they become when they are turned to vampires, you know? What does it mean when they lose their soul and what gets carried forward? How does that happen? Are the feelings that they had when they were human, are they amplified? Are they things that kept them in check? The good, is that all just kind of wiped out and maybe the true feelings are just coming forth? Or is it a case of the stuff added with that? Do you know what I mean? Only thing that's made me think that is that her representation, the sire, like I say, quite gentle, quite seductive. Anyway, my point being, this differentiation and actually her representation and how she was at the beginning of this episode, how Angelus is and how he seems like so much worse than she was. Again, different context, right? Because she was trying to seduce him and she seemed to have clearly picked him out as someone that she wanted, right? So she's going to be nicer, she's going to be, right? I appreciate that, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, just questions and it's just interesting, I suppose, the sort of faint implications that I'm getting as to the characterizations of the vampires and how that manifests and what that can mean. Because I'm starting to kind of almost judge Angelus a little differently too. Not all vampires turn into that brand of vampire. He seems quite unique in the way that he is, in the sadisticness, right? And I've said it before as well, this obsession with Buffy manifested itself in different ways depending on whether he was Angel or Angelus, but still obsession, I would say. I don't think it's too far off. And that obsession manifested in different ways depending on which version of him he was. Still unhealthy in different ways though. And I would argue that actually, even when it was Angel, as much as it was perhaps good in the short term, in the long term, him and Buffy, you know what I've been kind of saying about that and identifying. I don't think it was super healthy for both of them, mainly Buffy.
Willow.
Yeah, there we go. And now maybe she's going to be faced, look at this face, yeah, with the thing of, we can turn him back. Should I? Could I? Do I want that? Does he deserve that? Can I forgive him? You know, all of these questions, really interesting. And, you know, look, 16 minutes into this episode and we're being approached with that really interesting little dilemma for her and the gang going into obviously the rest of this episode and into the finale as well. And perhaps that's going to be a bit of a focus. What do we do? She never stopped to think that that might be possible still. She's been working very hard to get herself in the place that she has to be to kill him.
The animal. Yeah.
Oh, they cast in a spell. Yeah, we've still skipped a lot, haven't we? Of his, okay. Of his past.
It hurts, yes. It will hurt more. Where am I? You don't remember everything you've done for 100 years. In a moment you will, and you will know what true suffering is. I don't. No.
It's also interesting that he consented when he was human to be turned. He wasn't forced. It's difficult, isn't it? Because it's like, he definitely didn't know what he was getting himself into. He didn't know he was going to lose his soul. It was very much sold to him on, you get to see the world with a beautiful woman. So it's like, yeah, I say he consented. He let it happen, but he didn't quite know what he was getting himself into. So I do give him a little bit of leeway for that. You can't really fully put it on him. Because sorry, I find myself in this moment feeling like this is such a cruel punishment. I know that's the point. Because there's that part of me that's like, it's not his fault. This wasn't the version of him that did it, you know, but this is the version that's suffering, you know, because it almost is. I suppose that's the implication in the Romani, that I think they think perhaps that they're working with the information that he is the same person. But I don't know that I'd say that, because I think morally, he's got to be the same person in their eyes for that to be a good act, for that to be the right act. But I don't think he is, because what you're doing is just punishing almost the human version of him, right? He's got his humanity back here. You're not punishing the demon. You're not punishing the soulless vampire. You're punishing the human vampire hybrid now. But he's more human, I think, than vampire at this point. I've said that before. Sorry, it's just interesting examining, I suppose, yeah, the morality of doing this. Is it really truly a punishment? It is. Does this version of him deserve that, though? I would go so far as to say, not really. And that's why I started to talk about consent. I'm like, yeah, but he consented. He kind of went along with it. And then I caught myself and I was like, he didn't know what he was getting into. He didn't know he was going to lose his soul. He didn't know he was going to kill all of those people. He didn't know what he'd become. If he'd had some inkling of, okay, that is where I'm going to go, and he'd still consented, fair enough. I would be more on the side of he deserves this. This version of him deserves this, because this is kind of more the version that, you know, consented back when. But again, someone came to me at 25, beautiful woman, and she, you know, says that, I'd be a little bit skeptical. But I mean, I'm coming at it from, you know, my disposition of 2024. We're certainly more educated. We're certainly more cynical in certain ways. I mean, it's more accessible to, you know, fly and travel and see these places on your own or whatever it might be. Do you know what I mean? Like back then, whew, if you didn't have the means, the hierarchy, the power, you know, you weren't born to it, very unlikely that you get to travel, really. But that's what I'm saying. Even today, if I was 25 and I had a beautiful woman and she came and did that and said what she said, clearly there was a level of seduction and attraction from her perspective as well, right? As a young guy, impressionable guy, like I say, I'd be a bit cynical, but I'd be like, I mean, that sounds kind of good. If I had no ties, which seemed like he didn't, and it was presented to me that way, I'd probably say yes. If I knew what it actually meant, I'd be like, whoa, you know, it's a little different. So that's to me the point of contention that makes me think that this version of him doesn't deserve this, and actually this is too cruel, and the punishment doesn't fit the crime in the way that you fashioned the punishment. I truly think you could go either way, and there's a lot of nuance involved in this, so, you know, let me know down below what you think, but that's my take on it so far.
No.
I just feel sorry for him here. It's like, cool, you wanted to punish Angelus. Angelus isn't here anymore. You've assured that. I feel very sorry for Angel.
So he killed her before she could tell anyone about it. What a prince, huh?
Stop it.
This is good, right? I mean, we can curse him again.
Well, that's the question.
This certainly points the way.
Yeah.
Ritual itself requires
also true.
the black arts that I can claim.
And we've got the tomb going on. Interesting.
And researching the black arts for fun?
Of course you have.
Or educational fun. And
Channeling such potent through yourself, it could open a door that you may not be able to close.
Yeah.
You who've just tuned in, everyone here is a crazy person. So this spell might restore Angel's humanity? Well, here's an interesting angle.
Maybe he doesn't deserve it.
Who cares?
Right.
I care.
Right. Or left.
Angel's a killer.
It's not that simple.
All is forgiven? I can't believe you people.
Xander has a point.
You know, just for once I wish you would support me, and I realize
She did.
and I'm embarrassed, so I'm get back to the point.
I disagree with Xander, and I think he's acting on a lot of emotion here. But I think this is what I was talking about, though, and this point needs to be brought up. I mean, I thought, honestly, Buffy would be more conflicted, and it's interesting that Buffy came back and goes, I care, still. Which, fair, I don't blame her for that either. You know, you can't just erase those feelings.
Angel needs to die.
Curing Angel seems to have been Jenny's last wish.
Yeah, well, Jenny's dead.
Don't you ever...
Stop it! Stop it!
It's a conversation we need to have, though. Like I've just said, I think Angel deserves... This is the thing, though, as well. He has new memories now. Everything he's done since he got turned back to Angelus, he'll remember that. Do you want to do that to him? It's another facet to that conversation. But then at the same time, if you don't turn him back now, are you killing Angel, right? You're killing Angelus and Angel, because if there's an opportunity to bring Angel back and then you kill Angelus, and you choose to do that over saving and bringing Angel back, there is a certain level of that discussion that means you are killing Angel. Now that you have this, so you got to consider that too. So much to this situation.
What happened to Angel wasn't his fault.
Yeah, but what happened to Miss Calendar
Yeah.
is...
No, that was Angelus.
But the way I see it is that you want to forget all about Miss Calendar's murder so you can get your boyfriend back.
Emotion. Cynicism, right? From Xander. Jealousy a little bit there, I think, as well. A lot going on in Xander, you know, and I know, you know, people have talked about what happened in episode 1 and his friend got turned into a vampire, so it's very personal as well. You know, there's a lot going on. But yeah, Xander very much coming from an emotional place without considering the other stuff, which, you know, you could argue for Buffy too. She's also emotionally biased because she had that relationship with Angel, and that's fair to say too. But I think the fact that he mentioned, you know, you want your boyfriend back, also a dash of that jealousy that we know is there. I want to make it clear, by the way, because I do think some people do quite often think that I'm all the time rendering judgment on these things. Sometimes, like what I just did there, sometimes I am just pointing things out. I'm not necessarily rendering judgment. Sometimes I do judge, I absolutely do. But you know, the stuff that I just talked about and the stuff with Xander, I'm not really judging him for that. I understand why that exists. Just pointing out that it exists, you know what I mean? Here he is, yeah. My friend, you shouldn't. But I also want to see, so... Okay.
I'll have one of these to go.
Oh, dog. Oh, I didn't even get to open it. Didn't even get to see. Ah, it sucks, man.
Save me some.
Man, if you're gonna die anyway, do you know what I mean? That sucks.
Yeah, Xander was pretty much being a... Willow! Where did you learn that word?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, the ring. I think morally, like ethically, considering the situation, you have to save him. Because if you don't, you are killing Angel. But then you got, oh no. But then you got to ask yourself, when does life end? Because you've got the immortality thing. And it's like, he's had 200 years, a lot of suffering. And you got to ask yourself that question, what I mentioned before. Would he want to remember what he's done? Who he's killed, Miss Calendar? That's going to tear him up. If he gets turned back, you know, in these next 2 episodes, I wouldn't put it past him going away and needing some time. But never mind, obviously, the relationships with all these guys, but just what he's done. And having to live with that again. We saw in the flashback, it tore him up, you know, the first time. Of course it did. Yeah, and you could get him back. Oh, hello.
You know, polite people call before they jump out of the bushes and attack you.
Nah. Show me your pants, mate. Not in a weird way. You know what I'm...
Do you have any idea what this dark power is?
Toom. Hello. Very curious.
It's a big rock.
Spike clearly got a plan, huh?
To tell my friends, they don't have a rock this big.
Boy, you never did learn your history.
Go on then, tell me.
Let's have a lesson then.
Yeah.
Kathla the demon came forth to swallow the world.
Okay.
Kathla turned to stone.
Oh, you could have picked a better pose, dude. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe there was no reaction time. I'm just... yeah, maybe not. I don't know. You were stabbed. How did that go? Sorry, it's not important. I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean? If I know I'm going to get turned into stone, you pick a cool pose, okay? It's the first port of call. Like, this? Nah. Nah. I mean, to be fair, it's the stab wound, right? You got stabbed in the chest there. That's probably not, you know, conducive to, like... It's not important. Anyway, moving on.
Yes. Someone, the demon wakes up, wackiness ensues.
Every creature living on this planet will go to hell.
I honestly don't think Angelus realizes what he's done in how he's alienated Spike, you know?
The demon universe exists in a dimension separate from our own.
Right.
One breath of Kathla will create a vortex, a kind of,
Sucky hole. Behave.
Any non-demon life will suffer horrible and eternal torment.
Huh.
Willow, I think you should try the curse.
Angel should be eliminated.
That tracks for her.
I'll kill him if I have to. If I don't get there in time, or if I lose, then Willow might be our only hope.
Fair thinking.
I crumble under pressure.
You don't.
We have blessed by the knight who first slew the demon.
Jeez.
This might stop it, I think.
I want to find out.
I need about a day. An orb of Thessala?
Called for rituals of the undead. I've got one. Been using it as a paperweight.
Call back.
Tomorrow's final.
Of course, if we go to hell by then, I won't have to take him.
Mm-hmm. Silver lining.
Or maybe I'll be taking him forever.
Oh no. Oh.
Spike?
Uh.
Spike, my sweet.
Okay. Not ready yet. Hello. Did he have to be shirtless, or was that just choice? Again, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? We don't have to go to these lens, boys.
The blood will wash in me.
Sorry. Hello. Okay. No, he went up, not down. Fair enough. He did not have to be shirtless, did he? Really? This was the goal? Because you didn't even know about the tomb till this morning. Tonight? I don't know. Hello. Right. He is not doing okay. And I think there's a reason the show is showing you, right? If he gets changed back, this is who he has to become again and get through. Right. Really, they're checking up on him.
What are you gonna do? Bite me? Horace. A vampire.
Oh.
Vampire with a sword. Who are you? Let's take a walk.
Okay.
Butcher shops are throwing away more blood in a day than you can stand. You lived in the world. You know that. And I want to know who you are. But I'm looking to find out.
I don't understand you.
Nobody understands me. That's my curse. Dog me.
You what? All right.
My name's Whistler. Anyway, lately it is.
You're not a vampire.
A demon. Technically. I mean, I'm not a...
Interesting.
Not all demons are dedicated to the destruction of all life.
Again, I feel like a lot of hints perhaps towards... I mean, maybe we'll see more of this stuff in Buffy, but yeah, setting up Angel's show.
Than you already are. Or you can become someone. A person. Someone to be counted.
I like this guy.
I want you to see something. You see? And then you tell me what you want to do.
Well, don't reel me in like that and then go like, you know? Rude. A little rude.
Why do you...
Old school.
Is Tyler taking you?
What?
You when I got over Tyler. He's of the past.
Oh yeah, the other guy.
Call me. Hey. Call me. Call me.
She was kind of Cordelia, wasn't she? Really though? He saw her at the old school and followed her?
Buffy Summers.
The guy.
What?
I need to speak with you.
This is the guy that spoke to Snyder.
There isn't much time.
So he knows.
With me, your destiny awaits.
I don't have a destiny.
You are the chosen one.
You don't rock up and just start saying that to people, man. Especially not young girls, that's weird.
The vampires.
Huh?
Yeah. Really? That long? We missed out a bit though, didn't we? Right, why was that there? Was that Angel?
Oh, not the heart.
This is cool. Yeah. Well done.
You see?
This was the guy. Snyder must know then. Unless this guy's not told him.
Why didn't you call? I'm sorry. I didn't know it was...
So cool that we're getting to see this.
Tyler and I were talking. That boy is irresponsible.
Well, like, why did he... Sorry, because we New York City, right? That's where we were. What made him come here? Why did he... Did he get told about the Slayer, perhaps? Was he given a duty to, like, make sure, do you know what I mean? Of his own. To right the wrong, maybe. To do some good. To help the Slayer become a better Slayer. Make sure the Slayer survived. To do their job, maybe. I don't know. It's a little telling that the guy was like, okay, let me show you something. And then we skip. He's specifically looking at Buffy. Interesting.
Dinner's in 10 minutes.
I forget that Giles obviously only came into effect in episode 1, season 1, right? When she moved school.
You see where she was? She was with Tyler. I don't want her seeing him anymore, period.
I'm not that bad.
Don't talk to me like I'm a kid. I don't. Just because you can't discipline her, I have to be the older.
I am not having this conversation again.
Oh, and he felt a kinship. You know, I'd have really loved their relationship if it hadn't been romantic. And maybe that's where it goes after this, right? Maybe it becomes less so that. Because I like that, you know, him looking at her, seeing that pain in her, and the tears in his eyes and feeling that too, his own pain for his own reasons. Right, sorry, I've just paused on this. This is the guy again, we're going to find out.
She's gonna have it tough, that Slayer. She's just a kid.
Right, so that was the thing.
I want to help her.
Right. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I was going to say, I didn't really finish my thought, but that platonic kinship of that pain, that burden, that's very unique, right? The Slayer thing. And obviously with what Angel's dealing with, I would assume quite unique, right? Probably not many vampires have gone through that, I would guess. And so that level of kinship, I don't know, I just really like that relationship. And actually it kind of, yeah. I understand why we weren't romantic, and I think it was meant to be unhealthy. And it was meant to represent Buffy growing up, and there was lots of allegories, real world allegories, going on at the same time as, you know, innocence and all that stuff was going on, and the build up to that, and all of the unhealthy stuff in their relationship I think was meant to be that too. Just because I was rendering judgment on the unhealthiness doesn't mean that I didn't think the show didn't know about it, right? Like, I think that was on purpose. So if we go in a direction that is more this, what I'm seeing here, I would love that. Genuinely love that. Sorry, I'm gonna go back because I did, but yeah, so I was right. It was something he took on, like a duty.
I want to help her.
And I get that makes sense. And it's not romantic here.
I want to become someone.
Fair.
God, jeez, look at you. She must be prettier than the last Slayer.
Behave, come on, it's not about that.
It isn't gonna be easy. The more you live in this world, the more you see how apart from it you really are.
I want to learn from you.
Maybe he'll go back to this guy.
But I don't want to dress like you.
You're annoying me. You're lucky we need you on our side.
Okay.
I have strayed.
Very interesting all of a sudden. And it would make sense for the next step in their relationship to be platonic as well. And to be apart from what it has been. And to mature, develop into something else. Especially considering everything that's happened.
Someone wasn't worthy.
This demon isn't the guy in the top hat, the bowler hat, sorry. Doesn't look like him, do you know what I mean? But
I don't know.
Spike having the best time. Do you know what? Hey, well, I'm here for him. You got it. You got it. Xander, calm down. What's going on? Who are you? Well. Calendar?
Tonight, sundown.
Oh.
Graveyard. Excuse me.
It's a vampire.
Come to him.
Really?
Him or more will die. Tonight!
Really? Just in front of everybody? Wild.
She said more would die. I have to go.
Well.
Go with you. No. I need you here just in case.
Yeah, you can't be dividing forces and mess up.
I just want to cross-check.
We don't have time.
You go, leave everyone else. Angel might attack them.
Okay.
You don't know. She didn't know. She's thinking.
Which means you just have to hold Angel off. If the curse succeeds, you'll know.
In case the curse does not succeed, this is my lucky stake. I've killed...
Is it? Bit crooked, mate.
I call it Mr. Pointy.
Good name.
You named your steak?
Why not?
Yes.
Not being funny, mate. You could have called it beef. I'd have found that so funny. Like, I'm just saying.
Hello, lover.
Stop calling her that. So weird.
After your immolation-ogram?
Right.
You are the one thing in this dimension I will miss.
Can we please fight?
I didn't come here to fight. I was hoping we can get back together. What do you think? Do we have a shot? All right. We'll fight.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if you just changed this episode and we are dealing with that next episode. Be interesting as well, actually, the connotations for Spike. He is raring and ready to go, I think, to betray. And if Angelus is naturally taken out of the picture, Spike again ascends to the top spot with Drew again. Kind of gets what he wants, right? Yeah, maybe he takes the sword out.
Come on, Willow.
Come on, Buffy.
Reach your wizened hands to me.
I'm glad she's here, you know. Dude! I say that. Well, Andy, right? Oh, buddy! Oh dear. Nicely done. Do you know what, mate? All you gotta just like work on your dodge game, aren't you? Really, like dive, duck, 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 that dodgeball. Tell you now. Oh. Ow. Run. Go! I'm not saying this is Xander, I'm really not, but like, I do quite like that the humans getting hurt, because they should. Only Kendra really stands a chance, right? Oh, bless her, yeah, come on. You know, I don't mean it in a vindictive way. But again, stakes, you know, not that kind.
Jeez, is it me, or is your heart not in this?
I think Mr. Pointy will have something to say about that. Come on.
You never learn, do you? This wasn't about you.
Yeah, of course, this is what I mean.
And you fall for it every single time.
No, but she did. She was like to Kendra, stay here, and I think that was wise because she suspected something like this might happen. That's why I mentioned it. Oh god, okay. Really? This was the real plan? Are they going to take Kendra? Really? This was the plan?
Enough.
Okay. I feel like Buffy did the best she could have. She took steps to try and avoid this. Okay. God damn. Yes, Kendra. God damn.
Look at me, dearie. Be in my eyes.
Damn, okay.
Be in me.
Hello. Right, so you're taking some of her in you so you can take the sword out so you're worthy. Jeez, okay, this just got real. A little bit of a twist. That seduction, a little bit more literal almost, like a power. Oh god!
Night, night. Let's get what we came for.
What? I don't think she's dying. She can't. Really? His expertise, maybe? Hey, we are up in these stakes big time. Slow-mo, okay.
No one asked for their life to change, but it does.
That's devastating to come back to, isn't it? After Miss Calendar, and then... Of course, she's going to take this on herself again. She shouldn't. Is she gone? Oh, no. I honestly...
The big moments are gonna come. You can't help that. It's what you do afterwards that counts. That's when you find out who you are.
Oh, damn. I honestly thought she was safe, Kendra. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Well, that was part one, Becoming. Yeah, I've been thinking since I saw Kendra earlier in the season that I honestly couldn't remember if I'd seen her in the finale, like the last episode of the show. I thought I had. I can't remember. There was a lot of people in there. I honestly can't really remember, but I just thought I had. So that actually took me by surprise. I thought she was fine. So damn. Damn! Oh, that's horrible. I like Kendra. To be fair though, she didn't have the pants on. Do you know what I mean? So it's hitting me less than it would. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to lighten the mood because I'm sad. Okay, shut up. But yeah, that was part one of Becoming. I'm going to leave it there and we will continue in part two. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that down below if you want to catch any more Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Links in the description if you'd like to support me. I've got early access to my videos on my Patreon and my YouTube membership. So if you're interested, have a quick look. Thank you, as always, to those who do support me. Just genuinely thank you. It means the world, your support. And honestly, it means that I can keep doing this and keep getting this content out. So genuinely, just thank you. Please do consider watching either of these videos right here to keep the hype train running. But more Buffy coming very soon. I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you then.